Mother's Best Flour brings you Hank Williams.
I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I'll do, 'cause all I do is inside, oh Lord, good
Miller's and Mother's Best Flour, Mother's Best Farm Feeds, and Mother's Best Self-Rising Cornmeal bring you the one and only lovesick blues boy, Hank Williams, the Mother's Best Music Makers, and yours truly, Mother's Best Little Old Boy. Hey, that's me. And there's Cedric.
Yeah.
And there's Hank. Well, here's everybody.
Everybody's here.
How you feeling, fellas?
Feeling fine, Louis. Body's full of, what you call them? Crappie and hush puppies.
Crappie and hush puppies. Who
Yeah.
caught the fish?
Who?
Who caught the fish?
Oh, some of them. Somebody caught them.
Bill Lister didn't catch him.
He caught the other day. He caught 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Held up 2 fingers and caught
Yeah.
3
He
fish.
caught 2.5.
Well, what
Let's
you
put it
got
that
in
way.
the way of music in that box?
We got a
this
new
morning?
one here this morning. We're going to start things off. Thing I wrote here a while back, recorded by Carl Smith. See what we can do with it, boys. It's a thing called There Ain't Nothing. Carl said, there's nothing as sweet as my baby, huh? Let's go. I like candy and I like cake. I like jam, but goodness sake, there's nothing as sweet as my baby. She got golden hair and big blue eyes. She could win a beauty prize. There's nothing as sweet as my baby. Now if I ever lose her, I'll lay me down and die. If sugar seems sweet, then you ought to meet my honey-coated sweetie pie. Now I like candy and I like cake. I like jam, but goodness sake, there's nothing as sweet as my baby. Well, I like candy and I like cake, and I like jam, but goodness sake, there's nothing as sweet as my baby. How I feel like a honeybee when she's buzzing round with me. There's nothing as sweet as my baby. I got pounds of candy kisses, but I can't spare an ounce. She's sweeter than wine, and brother, she's mine, and that's the only thing that counts. Well, I like candy and I like cake, and I like jam, but for goodness sake, there's nothing as sweet as my baby. There it is. There ain't nothing as sweet as my baby. I really wrote that for my baby, Carl. I mean,
Write that for Bocephus?
yeah, that's the way I wrote it. I
Well,
just
maybe
got to
he's
sing it to
listening
him.
this morning.
Yeah, there ain't nothing as sweet as Bocephus. Well, now, let's get back here to something else. You know, ladies, how would you like to bake a devil's food cake with such a rich chocolate flavor and with such smooth velvet texture that your family would say, this is the best piece of cake I ever eat? Well, here's an easy, sure way to bake a cake like that. Just use Mother's Best Flour and Gene Foster's Devil Food Cake recipe.
Oh, that's good advice, Hank. And neighbors, for all your baking, you'll find that Mother's Best Flour assures perfect results. Tested recipes for your baking favorites are enclosed in every sack of Mother's Best Flour. Easy recipes with results guaranteed or your money refunded. To save you money, Each recipe is carefully tested in Mother's Best kitchens. To save you time, directions are given step by step. These wonderful family-tested recipes are a regular service by Jean Foster, and she's Mother's Best home economist, you know.
Yeah, and say, Louis, don't forget to mention that Mother's Best also gives you valuable coupons for a complete set of lovely Roseanne silverware. And most important of all, when you use Mother's Best, you use finest quality flour, enriched with vitamins and minerals to keep your whole family strong and healthy.
Well, sir, thousands of Southern homemakers have used Mother's Best for years, and Hank and the rest of us want you to enjoy its superior baking qualities, too. We want you to buy a sack of Mother's Best today and use it in any one of your favorite baking recipes. If you don't get better results than with ordinary flour, if your family doesn't say, I'll take some more, or otherwise compliment you on your baking, then Hank Williams will refund your money right out of his own pocket.
Now remember if you don't get better results and compliments, just send me your grocery slip showing the price of the flour with the Mother's Best label. Now, I'll personally refund the purchase price of the flour.
And that's saying something, too, 'cause he don't like to turn money loose one bit. Does he, boy? Neighbors, ask your grocer for Mother's Best. Get it plain. For easier baking, use self-rising. Mother's Best, the flour that Hank Williams guarantees is best for biscuits. Guarantee. Best for all your baking needs. Ask for it today. That's Mother's Best.
I love to have that gal around. Her biscuits are the best in town. Her pies and cakes beat all the rest, 'cause she bakes them all with Mother's Best. Yes, there you got him. I forgot something this morning, fellas. You know what it was? I usually put that on the end, and I come slam off and forgot it. Got some folks visiting here this morning. I don't see how nobody can get up this early. Get over here but us. We're awful glad to have them. Good buddy of ours from down San Antonio, Texas. Good friend of mine, good friend of Bill Lister's here. Harry Mush the Mouth O'Connor. How you doing, Harry? Come on up here, boy. Say something. Say hi to do. Something or another. How you doing, huh?
Hello, Hank. It's good to be up here visiting with you.
How's everybody in San Antonio?
They're just fine. Message of hello from Mrs. Jimmy Rogers.
Thank you. How's the wife?
Oh, just peachy fuzzy.
Well, now, that's fine. That's good as can
Good
be.
to visit with you.
Thank you a lot, Harry. Also stringing along, so to watch after him, show him around Nashville here. We got an old boy I know you ain't never heard of him. Some character over here on some place around here called Uncle Joe Ellison. I don't know if you ever heard. Come on up here. I know you ain't gonna sit there when you can talk. How you doing, boy?
Just fine, Hank. I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to be up here.
I'll bet you a half a gallon of red ants you can sing gooder than snuff and better than taters. What do you bet?
I don't know. We're glad to have you, Joe.
You're Mother's Best, boy.
Thank you, boy. Thank you, Joe. Good to have you here. Louis even says thank you. Louis gets nervous when we get these folks up here sometime. Don't know what they're going to say. We're going to have to go to auditioning them first, huh? There's we go.
Well, that Joe ain't no telling what he's liable to start selling.
That
Now, I ain't gonna let him sell anything but Mother's Best on this program. I'll tell him that,
I'll
right?
tell you right now, when you get Mother's Best, you get the best. Am I right, Joseph? Right. Right. That's one thing we all agree on. Jerry, give us about 1.5 yards here of a good hoedown, son. How about a little turkey in the hay, huh? Let's go. Scare him slam out of the straw there. There you got it. Turkey in the hay. Friends, it's hymn time on our show. All the boys gathering around. Don, said, Jerry, myself. Here's a fine one, written by Fred Rose. Greatest living songwriter, I think, in our kind of music. Wait for the light to shine. When the road is rocky and you're carrying a load, wait for the light to shine. If you find you're friendless on that weary, lonesome road, wait for the light to shine. Wait for the light to shine, shine, shine. Wait for the light to shine. Pull yourself together and keep looking for the sign. Wait for the light to shine. Now don't forget your brother as you travel through the land. Wait for the light to shine. He may be in trouble and may need a helping hand. Wait for the light to shine. Wait for the light to shine, shine, shine. Wait for the light to shine. Never give up hope to cast your pearls before the swine. Wait for the light to shine.
And that's a good one. For real Southern cornbread, real Southern hush puppies, your family loves them. And for the best cornmeal that you ever made cornbread and hush puppies with, try Mother's Best. The cornmeal is twice clean, neighbors. It's washed with water, then it's washed with air to give you that real fresh corn flavor. Get Mother's Best cornmeal, regular style, or easy to use self-rising, either one you like today. Take a tip from me and get some of that self-rising. You ladies have really got a surprise in store for you if you just make one little dab of cornbread out of that self-rising cornmeal. It's something. And by the way, if your grocer hasn't got it, tell him to call C.B. Ragland Company and ask for Mr. Jim Davis down there, and he'll load up one of those great big trucks and take him some out there. Tell him Hank sent you.
Tell him anybody sent you. Just call him.
That's the deal.
Get
Now
you, yeah, tell him Uncle Joe sent you. We don't care who you say sent you.
Yeah, tell him
Just
Uncle
get you
Joe.
some good flour. That's Mother's Best is the best.
That's right. And we better get some cheese hoops and gourds, too.
And bugles and banjos and continue on.
Time to
Being
go.
the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise twixt our house and yours, we'll see you again in the morning. Francis, boys, is her name. I found it out. Put the coffee pot on. Put the biscuits in the skillet. Not in the skillet, in the oven. Break me a couple of cackleberries in the skillet. I'll be there directly, Bocephus. Let's go home, boys.
Friends, when you want to get a straight talk on the best livestock and poultry feeds, have a talk with your local Mother's Best feed dealer. You'll be more than pleased with his service and with the wonderful feeds that he sells. For example, there's Mother's Best starting mash with C87, the chick starter packed with essential feed elements in scientific amounts. And the C87 in Mother's Best starting mash is the newest and best feeding discovery in many years. C87 helps chicks grow up faster, up to 10% faster with your 4% less feed. According to experiments on the Mother's Best test farm. Just think, 10% faster with 4% less feed. Try Mother's Best starting mash with C87 and get it from your local Red Hat dealer. Two of the dealers in this trading area are the Lawrence Hardware and Feed Store in Morrison, Tennessee, and the Park Brothers down in Columbia, Tennessee. Now in the morning, this is Cousin Louie Buck speaking for Hank Williams and all the boys, saying the best of everything to you neighbors, and that's Mother's Best. That's all she wrote. That's all. Goodbye. See you in the morning. So long.